You ever catch yourself staring at your screen, completely zoned out, wondering where the last hour just vanished? 1 second you're checking a message, and suddenly half an hour has evaporated while you mindlessly scroll through content you won't even remember. You sit down to study, but your thoughts scatter in 1,000 directions. You open your computer ready to work, and somehow end up deep in random videos. If this sounds familiar, nothing's fundamentally broken in your brain. We're all drowning in the same ocean of constant stimulation. Endless notifications, autoplay videos, breaking news alerts, all engineered to hijack your focus and never let go. Our concentration has become like a bucket with holes, attention constantly pouring out. But here's the twist. This scattered processing wasn't always our enemy. Our ancestors needed that fragmented attention to monitor multiple threats simultaneously. Missing a single danger meant death. But today, that survival mechanism destroys us. University of California researchers discovered something terrifying. After just one interruption, the average person needs 23 full minutes to regain deep focus. 23 minutes. Think about how many times today you've broken your concentration. Multiply each by 23 minutes, and you'll see why you feel constantly busy but accomplish nothing meaningful. What if there was a way to reverse this? To reprogram your brain to reject distractions and dive so deep that the world disappears? I'm not talking about some trendy hack. This is an ancient practice refined over centuries in Zen monasteries of Japan. It's called Ichigo Ichie Zamai, one of the most powerful concepts from Japanese Zen Buddhism. The principle is simple yet profound, doing exactly one thing at a time with complete undivided attention. No multitasking, no backup tabs. Just you and the task merged into one. Before we continue, huge thanks to new channel members for your support. And to everyone liking, commenting, and sharing. You're building something meaningful here. Thank you. Quick question. What's your biggest distraction right now? Your phone? Social media? Your own racing mind? Comment below. Articulating your struggle is the first step to overcoming it. Jake Morrison was 16 when he realized he was losing life's race. He wasn't a bad student. Math, physics, programming all made sense when he focused. But Jake couldn't concentrate. He'd sit to study and minutes later be scrolling Instagram. He'd open calculus and drift into fantasies about working at Google. He'd start educational videos and pause to check game scores. Jake had a massive dream. Getting into MIT, one of the planet's most competitive universities where geniuses are made. But his grades weren't close. While others got top marks, Jake lived in mediocrity. A C here, a B there. Enough to pass, never enough for MIT. His friends mocked him constantly. Jake, you want MIT but can't get a B in math? You'll end up at McDonald's not writing code. They laughed, oblivious that every word felt like a gut punch. His parents pressured too, though from love. Jake, you have potential, but need to stop getting distracted. Take this seriously. They weren't wrong. Jake knew he had potential. The problem? Every time he sat down, his brain sabotaged him. Jake spent hours in elaborate daydreams, mentally rehearsing MIT graduation, visualizing his programmer career, imagining friends apologizing. But while his imagination soared, his textbooks stayed closed, assignments stayed blank, and MIT remained a distant dream, until everything changed. After another disappointing calculus grade, Jake snapped. Exhausted from mediocrity, tired of disappointing everyone, sick of the jokes. But instead of giving up, he asked for help. Next day, Jake approached Mr. Tanaka, the Japanese math teacher in his 50s who carried calm, centered presence. While other teachers shouted for control, Mr. Tanaka simply looked and everyone fell silent. Mr. Tanaka, I need help. I want to improve but can't focus. My mind jumps constantly. I'm stuck in this cycle where feeling like a failure makes concentrating even harder. Mr. Tanaka smiled knowingly. When you study, how many browser tabs are open? Probably 10 or more. And your phone? Right beside me, notifications on. Because I was exactly like you at your age. Same distractions, same scattered attention. Until my grandfather taught me something that completely transformed my life. He wrote on paper, Ichigo Ichie Zamai. It's a Zen Buddhism concept, meaning complete concentration on a single action. Doing one thing at a time with total attention, where you and the action become one. So just focusing on one thing? Deeper than that, Jake. It's becoming what you're doing. When studying math, you're not Jake studying. You become mathematics itself. No separation. Complete immersion. Have you ever played a game and realized hours passed without noticing? Always. That's flow state. Ichigo Ichiizamai teaches entering that state intentionally in any activity. Jake felt chills. Does science back this up? Absolutely. Studies show focused attention practice changes your brain's physical structure. It increases gray matter in the prefrontal cortex, the region controlling attention and impulses. Mr. Tanaka handed him research articles. Take these, study them, apply the principles. Tell me what happens. Jake took the papers, hands trembling. Something inside said this would change everything. Thank you so much. Jake, you have what it takes. You just need to learn directing your attention. Master that, and nothing stops you. Hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss practical techniques we'll cover next. That night, Jake devoured those articles. One explained how every distraction forces your brain to expend energy resetting. The more you do this, the more you train your brain for distraction, reinforcing neural pathways that destroy concentration. Another described Pomodoro method with Ichigo Ichiizamai, focused 25-minute blocks, then 5-minute breaks. But during breaks, no phone, no social media. Just breathe, stretch, drink water, stay present. Another discussed choice architecture, modifying your environment to make distractions impossible. Phone in another room, notifications off, one tab open, one task only. Willpower depletes, so design your space where the easy path leads to focused work. Jake learned Ichigo Ichiizamai isn't just productivity. It's complete immersion in the present moment. When sweeping, you become sweeping itself. When eating, you become eating, experiencing every taste and texture. Zen monks apply this to everything. Famous Zen saying, "When I eat, I eat. When I sleep, I sleep." Sounds obvious, but how radical is that? How often do we eat while scrolling or sleep while minds race? Our culture says multitasking is efficient. Ichigo Ichiizamai says the opposite. Fragment your attention and you're not truly present anywhere. When distractions arise, and they will, you simply acknowledge without judgment. My mind wandered. Then gently return to the present. No guilt, no frustration, just patient returning. Jake realized he wasn't weak or lazy. He'd never learned using attention correctly. Nobody taught him attention is a skill, a muscle you strengthen through practice. Right then, Jake decided everything would change. Next Monday, Jake created a ritual. Phone completely off in another room. All notifications disabled. All tabs closed except study material. Timer set for 25 minutes. 3 slow, deep breaths. First 5 minutes were awful. His mind screamed, "Check your phone, open YouTube." But Jake remembered, don't fight distraction, simply observe. My mind wants to wander. Then gently return attention. He did this 10 times first block. Second block, distractions decreased. Third block, he entered concentration he'd never experienced. He became the mathematics. No Jake observing, just math happening, problem solving through him. After 75 minutes, Jake had made more progress than an entire week of scattered studying. He felt energy surge, capability he'd forgotten. For the first time in years, Jake controlled his own mind. Following weeks, Jake maintained this ritual religiously. Every day, same sequence. Phone removed, space prepared, 3 breaths, total focus. But he went further, applying Ichigo Ichiizamai to everything. Eating with full attention, no videos. Conversations with complete presence. Walking to school aware of sounds, colors, sensations. Jake realized he'd lived on autopilot, physically present but mentally absent. Now he felt awake, actually living instead of sleepwalking. Friends noticed. "Jake, you never hang out anymore. Everything okay?" He smiled. "Everything's better than ever." I'm focused on something bigger. They didn't understand. That was fine. For the first time, he was building his future, not just dreaming. First math test after this transformation came. Jake sat down, entered the state. Ichigo Ichie-zamai. He wasn't Jake taking a test. He was mathematics solving itself. When Mr. Tanaka returned tests, Jake froze. An A. He'd never received a grade that high in his life. Mr. Tanaka smiled knowingly across the room. Jake understood. This was just the beginning. Following months brought challenges and breakthroughs. Jake continued Ichigo Ichie-zamai daily without exception. Grades rose consistently. A in physics, A in chemistry, A in programming. His parents were shocked. Jake, what happened? He'd smile. Just learned to focus properly, Mom. But he'd learned something deeper. Discipline isn't about willpower or forcing yourself. Real discipline is creating systems making success inevitable and failure nearly impossible. Distraction isn't the enemy. Distraction signals you're tired, bored, afraid, or need a break. Stop fighting your mind, work with it, and everything changes. Year's end, Jake applied to MIT. Friends still mocked. MIT, that's crazy. Brilliant people get rejected every year. Jake smiled. I know, but I'll do my best. The rest is beyond my control. He applied the same philosophy to test prep. SATs, essays, projects, everything with complete attention in its own time. 6 months later, ordinary afternoon, Jake received an email. Congratulations, you have been admitted to MIT. He read it 3 times before believing, then screamed so loud his parents ran in. I got into MIT, his mother cried. His father hugged tight. Jake felt deep gratitude, not just for acceptance, but for learning something beyond any college. He'd mastered his attention. Master your attention, master your life. MIT was incredible, but Jake soon realized being there wasn't enough. The demand, the workload, the competition was another universe. But Jake had an advantage. While others struggled with distractions, procrastination, anxiety, Jake had Ichigo Ichie-zamai. He maintained the ritual. Clean environment, phone away, 3 breaths, total immersion. Applied the technique to everything. Programming projects, algorithms classes, group work. Teachers noticed. Jake, your attention to detail is impressive. Jake understood. Talent matters, but attention is power. 4 years at MIT, Jake wasn't the most brilliant, but he was most consistent. Long-run consistency beats disorganized genius. Graduated with honors. Landed programmer job at tech company. Jake could have relaxed, thinking he'd made it, but he didn't. He'd learned everything's a process. No finish line, only the next step. Applied Ichigo Ichie-zamai to work. Every code line with complete attention. Every meeting fully present. Every project, deep immersion. 2 years later, promoted to full-stack programmer. 3 years, senior programmer. At 28, team leader. Colleagues asked, Jake, what's your secret? Always the same answer. I'm not smarter. I've just learned eliminating distractions and being present. One thing at a time, total attention. But does it really work, or just motivational talk? Let's examine facts. Harvard University study found regular mindfulness practice, exactly what Ichigo Ichie-zamai proposes, increases gray matter density in prefrontal cortex. Your brain literally changes structure. The region for planning, impulse control, focus becomes stronger. Stanford University study showed focused attention practitioners have up to 40% reduction in brain's default mode network activation. That's the network active when your mind wanders, when you're thinking about past or future, when you get distracted. Ichigo Ichie-zamai literally shuts down your brain's distraction center. A neuroplasticity specialist stated, the human brain is incredibly adaptable. When you consistently train attention, you're not just improving a skill, you're rewiring neural circuits, creating information superhighways where before were only trails. Every time you bring attention back when it wanders, you're literally building a stronger brain. Not mysticism, pure neuroscience. Pomodoro technique combined with Ichigo Ichie-zamai is used by programmers and writers worldwide. Why? Because it works. Remove distractions, work in focused blocks, bring attention back repeatedly. You're doing brain workouts. Just as muscles grow lifting weights, attention grows when trained. Most powerful thing about Ichigo Ichizamai, not just productivity or doing more faster, it's about truly living. How many meals have you eaten without remembering taste? How many movies watched while checking your phone? How many conversations with loved ones while your mind was elsewhere? We're living on autopilot, letting life pass while distracted. Ichigo Ichizamai wakes you up. Learn to be fully present. You don't just work better, you live better. Food tastes better. Conversations have more depth. Experiences become richer, like stepping out of the matrix, seeing reality for the first time. Studies show mindfulness practitioners report much higher happiness and life satisfaction. Why? Happiness doesn't come from having more things. It comes from being present in what you already have. Jake learned this. It changed everything. Where's Jake today? Still at the same company as team leader. More importantly, completely different from that 16-year-old who couldn't concentrate 5 minutes. Jake teaches Ichigo Ichizamai to his team. Sees same results. Previously average people deliver exceptional work. Stressed people gain mental clarity. Jake isn't special. Didn't have high IQ, wealthy family, or connections. He learned one thing most never learn: directing his attention. And here's the truth nobody tells you. Success doesn't come from having more time. It comes from using time better. Not about more resources. About focusing resources you have. Not about being smarter. About being more present. Ultimately, your life is made of moments. If you're not present in your moments, you're not living your life. You're just watching it pass. Your life is happening right now. Not tomorrow when you're organized. Not next week with more time. Not next year with better circumstances. Right now, this very moment, is your life unfolding. The question, are you actually here for it or somewhere else, lost in thoughts about past or worries about future? Ancient Zen masters understood what modern neuroscience now confirms. Your attention is your most valuable resource, more valuable than money, time, talent, or intelligence. Without attention, you can't use those other resources effectively. All the time in the world means nothing if you can't focus it on what matters. Incredible talent remains unrealized potential without direction. Jake's story isn't unique because he's special. It's powerful because he's ordinary. Proof that anyone, regardless of starting point, can transform their life by transforming their relationship with attention. You don't need genius, perfect circumstances, expensive tools, or courses. Just the decision Jake made. Stop living on autopilot and start being present. Think about where you are right now. What dreams feel impossible? What goals have you abandoned? What version of yourself keeps feeling out of reach? Ask honestly, is the problem really lack of ability, or is it you haven't learned focusing that ability? The techniques Jake learned, Ichigo Ichizamai principles, aren't locked away secrets. They're available right now. You can start this moment. Close distractions. Put phone in another room. Take 3 deep breaths. Choose one task and give complete attention for 25 minutes. When your mind wanders, and it will, don't beat yourself up. Don't spiral into criticism. Simply notice, my mind wandered, and gently bring it back. That simple act repeated over and over rewires your brain, builds neural pathways of sustained attention, transforms you from someone who can't focus 5 minutes into someone entering flow states at will. The path Jake walked is available to you. The same transformation awaits, but it requires a decision. Not casual, that sounds good, but real commitment to showing up daily and practicing. Not a quick fix, not overnight hack. A practice you cultivate over time, becoming part of who you are. Nobody tells you about this journey. It's not linear. Some days you'll feel you've mastered it, focus crystal clear. Other days you'll struggle constantly, wondering if anything works. That's normal. That's the process. Zen masters practiced for decades and still had wandering mind days. Difference? They didn't let difficult days stop them. They just kept practicing. Jake kept practicing when it was hard, when friends didn't understand, when progress felt slow. That consistent practice, that daily showing up regardless of feelings, that's what created results. Not talent, not luck, not perfect conditions, just consistent, patient practice. As we end this journey together, sit with a question. Really sit with it. What would your life look like if you could focus like Jake learned? What becomes possible if you could enter flow states in work, studies, creative projects? What impossible dreams might be within reach if you could direct attention with precision and power? That answer, the life you're imagining, that's not fantasy, not some distant future. That's available starting today, starting now, starting with the very next thing you choose to focus on. If this resonated with you, if Jake's story or these principles struck a chord, subscribe to this channel. Not just for more subscribers, but because transformation requires consistent input, reminders, inspiration. These videos are designed as that steady presence, that regular reminder of what's possible when you commit to being present. Explore other channel videos. Each dives into different transformation aspects, different tools and techniques supporting your journey. Think of this as a resource library, all designed helping you become the person you're capable of becoming. Remember this simple truth containing everything. One thing at a time, complete attention. Not just a technique, a philosophy, a way of life. How you change everything. Be fully present in each moment. Walk with honor through your days. Follow the path uniquely yours. The masters of Zen say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. You've taken that step today by being here, listening, opening yourself to possibility of change. Now comes the next step, and the one after, and the one after. Your attention waits to be mastered. Your life waits to be lived fully. Your potential waits to be realized. The question is, are you ready to begin? I'll see you in the next video.